definitely. Hope everyone's having a great night. Once again, we're going to be here all night. We've got a best of 3 right here, and then, of course, we got the loser bracket finale shortly right after with a best of 5, and then, of course, grand finale at the end with the best of 5, which right now L4 GTAM is absolutely sitting, waiting, and probably even watching a few of the streams to make sure that they can see exactly what these teams might be kind of spicing up for tonight. Now, of course, as we can go here, we are seeing a Grosser Curse come into this. We've got Yamato, Grosser Curses versus Yamato. We do have a Buffalo from Edvin. That's going to be an interesting pick. But from what we can tell, we kind of got a standard loadout minus the Goober on Yoho's side versus AU absolutely showing the triple DD strat right there with a Buffalo, which will be... I'm going to be interested to see how this runs, but hopefully let's get into it. We are spawning right on Koopa right here, but let's kind of get a lay of the land. So, of course, we got a Smolensk and 2 Z52s up north. Obviously, they're going to go up and contest C. This map specifically, you're actually going to have a bit of problems because you got different sizes of caps, and they're all very far away from each other. So it's all about winning one side and then pushing further and out from there. So, of course, we got Edvin and Odin's with RC absolutely moving over here. On this side, contesting them, Look You're Dead is going at A, along with 180 and Z Solaris down south with the Smolensk. So the Smolensk are polar opposite. Matty Boy sitting in, kind of going in with that flexing Yamato, which will be perfect in order to take on that. And it looks like actually we are restarting the match. So never mind. Hold up. Seems like there might have been a technical glitch. We will have to restart that, unfortunately. So MVP being Edvin for doing absolutely nothing. What is your fleet pick, Bay? You want to give that?
My fleet? Oh, was someone asking? I'm in USN. I'm one of the deputy commanders over there.
Gotcha. Cool. Does Sly have little Foodies PJs on? No, I have a onesie my wife bought me for us. My family does a little bit of a onesie thing every year since a few years back.
Hey, don't be ashamed. You saw me wear my freaking reindeer onesie, 2 days ago? And then right now I got my Harry Potter pajamas that my wife just got for the family, so.
Oh, yeah. Pig Bay, ready up.
God.
Yep. Come on. Streamer doesn't need to be the reason that we're slow. So, but, yeah. So, I am wearing that. Onesies are just kind of as is tradition, you know. So, and, you know, making your mom happy. You gotta love it. So, main focus. Okay, now we're going in. Let's see. No change up from there, of course. Just a crash out from Koopa's side. So let's actually go into this and see how this happens. Let's make sure we got this. It looks like we most likely have just about the same setup on each side, just a different swap out of people. So let's kind of go out here, down here, RC, Yoden, and the Buffalo pretty much staying down there, all as well as pretty much a setup over there, along with Koopa. Koopa, you good? Koopa's good. Yeah, Koopa's good. All right, let's go check out the other side over here with Matty Boy, Z Solaris. Up here, I believe, yep, Whirly Gig, and the 2 cruisers up here, Moscow and Stalingrad. That's a lot of firepower, a lot of Soviet firepower. Matty Boy once again moving into middle position. Down here, Look You're Dead is going after A. You pretty much got a gimme on A and B. Oh, we have Z Solaris and 1080. I really want to see what 1080 is thinking with the Goober Kerr first. So we'll exactly see how that goes if I can control this and actually have a fluid camera movement in any time. Tonight we got Edvin going down here. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to have a Buffalo versus a Smolensk. Kind of a little bit of a brawl. So we'll see exactly how that goes. Once again, proving the Buffalo definitely needs a sonar. Now up here, we have the initial first fights between 2 Z52s and 1, showing the kind of the functionality you get out of the 3DD meta. And of course, smoke is not safe at this tier, but we are seeing Africans and Ron Swanson absolutely push forward on that. As we can tell right here, it looks like the Yamatos are starting to trade blows, and I'd say the Goober Kerr first as well, kind of doing that along with Z Solaris, going to be getting engaged by them. RC is taking a decent amount of damage from probably even the Grosser Kurfürst, because of course it's definitely do that right there. Z Solaris is going to get caught out via a Buffalo. Rapid reloading. Let's see if Edvin can take advantage of this and absolutely nuke the Smolensk, because of course that is 12 203s absolutely going in, and it's a lot of firepower, no support capabilities. So he's shooting in the dark right now, but of course you've got so many guns, you can do it. Come on, Edvin. All right, I'm gonna come back to that. We'll see exactly. Of course, we've got Ron Swanson and Africans moving up with Whirligig over here. Right now, it is 2-1 on the caps with AU on their situation right there. Down here, let's see. It looks like Edvin definitely is pushing on there. Look Your Dead is definitely trying to keep those Yamatos looking, trying to keep them moving away and or taking damage, which is excellent over there. Schiller is taking a good amount of damage from a Stalingrad and a Moskva. Those are not amazing DD killers, but the Z-52 has enough armor to absolutely get ripped and torn about from that. Solaris is taking on Edvin, but this is definitely, there we go, nice job. Smolensk is taken down by the Buffalo. Great, interesting pick there, but unfortunately also has pulled the Buffalo out of the game for a while. So let's see exactly if they can get back into play and back into helping, because of course Look Your Dead is running a screen on A, trying to make sure to protect it, but they basically are all alone. So we do have a bit of a battle line forming on Yoho's side. So let's see exactly how they can work this out and make this happen. Smolensk is getting shut down by a Moskva and a Stalingrad, which are two very powerful ships against it. Citadel's ahoy in that situation. Right here, Death Sami is definitely having to move away. With the Moskva getting close enough, it has a radar, it can spot it, and Z-52s love to take damage. So right here, as you can tell, also one thing that Pigbabe throwed out, Look Your Dead is dead from RC. Nice move down south. I'm sorry I missed it right there, but great hunting on RC's part. Edvin's moving up. We are now down 2-1. Death Sami is going down, so we are now 2-1 on the situation right here. Ron's watching Africans absolutely pushing their lead, but Schroeder using what Pigbabe actually said. I can finish this comment right here. Is that those torpedoes from the Z-52? It reloads quick. It puts them out well. And they have got great AP, so let's see exactly how they go, because right now it is 2 DDs, and these battleships have no support next to them. Matty Boy just absolutely going in, probably trying to kill Koopa right here, trade, try to get that trade in blows, but of course A and B are right now on AU's side, so let's exactly see how this keeps on going. While 1080 Grosser Kurfürst is taking a lot of damage here with that. Stalingrad is probably looking to be going down via torps. Nice job, Shriller, absolutely catching the Stalingrad off guard right onto the island. African is going to need to push right now onto Manny, and in order to push on the effort that died for. So let's see how it goes, but right now it is 1-2. Smolensk, though, is going to have a tough time against it. Moskva has some dang good secondaries, so they have to be careful, but its reload is not so great, and of course going to take a few torps, but looking just to be hunting, and Smolensk is using its mobility right there. Over here, Matty Boy has been taking a lot of damage, trying to isolate right here, trying to isolate himself against Odin's, but Odin's is doing exactly what you should be doing, is pushing on that. Matty Boy is trying to make sure he's a one-on-one battle, but he doesn't want a two-on-one, and it looks like he's going to lose that one. While 1080, unfortunately, looks like he is going down. 2 torpedoes up there. Matty Boy going down right there. That is basically, in my opinion, it, because, of course, we got African Shriller making an assassination run with a Smolensk going on the other side. This is definitely not looking good. Koopa does go down from just taking so much damage, but great job on staying alive there. We've got multiple torpedoes out on the Moskva, and you're seeing the large battleship size just ended up taking it out. Now over here, we are seeing Whirligig move on Odin's, but the Z-52 does not have that much alpha in it. Along with it, you've got RC coming back, helping out as much as possible, but Yamato, it tanks damage, and that's why it's in this game right here. Whirligig is probably going to be going down within relative quick and ease right there. Pig Bay, what are you thinking of round 1 of Losers Bracket 5.1?
So this map in particular, I think we talked about this before. When you have 3 DDs, they can cover a lot of distance very quickly in this one, and the caps are just that much further apart. I mean, C is a good distance from A and B. So they were able to grab the B and C cap very early. But those cruisers were able to, those 2 cruisers from Yoho's side were able to push in, and it ended up taking that cap, but luckily the Buffalo down south was able to nail that Smolensk,
Mm-hmm.
And then RC, I believe, killed the other DD. I didn't catch how he did it, but I know he did it.
Yep.
And that allowed those two to push into A, and then they just turned and held on to A and B, and just held what they had, and started methodically taking down ships one by one.
Yep.
Good torpedoes from RC.
Yep. I definitely have to say the Buffalo was a surprise. A Buffalo being the Smolensk, takedown, which isn't wrong with its rapid reload. It's a lot of firepower, but of course, if it gets caught out too early, it's going to be a little rough. So it looks like we are about to go ready back in. So let's make sure everyone is ready and see if there's any changes. Grosser Kurfürst is still in play by 1080. So let's see exactly how this goes. Just kind of waiting. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Way too many Zs. Zs are very good in this situation. They don't have to deal with a carrier. They've got just, hey, they can do their thing. Good guns, especially when they're shooting at bows and sterns and the superstructure of battleships, absolutely rack up damage. So that's definitely a good thing for them. So we'll see exactly how it goes.
Though I wish I would have seen a Smolensk. When Smolensk?
I know, we didn't.
Last.
Anytime you can watch a Smolensk guy, it's the best day. Right now we're watching or waiting on some people. I have a feeling we have either some swap outs and or we have some crashes. Unfortunately, the most recent version of the game has been having some issues. Hopefully those will be addressed soon. So, and don't worry, they are listening. They are working on it. It's just one of those things of just trying to, it's better, especially when you're dealing with the Unity release, is to release every so often so you can kind of get a batch of them done and nip them in the butt in that situation. And also Unity gives off SAC traces, which is kind of like a ledger of where the code was when it crashed. Gives them off that looks like alien hieroglyphics. So you have no idea how to read it well. As a developer who's worked in it, yeah, not fun. Needle in a haystack, except also in a different language. So, yep. Hope everyone is having a great night. Of course, we are in game 2 with Syndicate being the winners right here. On they're up by one game. They're up by one game versus Pegleg Pirates. I'm gonna try using their name better. Sometimes you kind of fuse that up. It looks like Koopa's actually having problems. So we shall see. How many battles so far? We are only in one game, so you have not missed much. So of course, get set, get ready. We of course got a lot of games ahead. All right, we are going in. Perfect. It doesn't look like we have much of a change. Oh, we do have a Stalingrad. Manic changed out for the Stalingrad instead of a Smolensk on their team. So let's see. Buffalo and Stalingrad with 3 Z-52s versus a traditional setup over there. Let's go into this. Let's go in. Now, this map is definitely about, specifically spotting around the map because you've got a lot of spread here. B and C are going to be naturally taken, and then everything's going to sit right there trying to shoot out at there. Okay, we've got Manic, and we have RC over on this side. Odin's, Koopa, everyone in the middle, and then we have Edvin and Schiller right here. On the other side, as you can tell, the teams are both splitting up, but once again, the triple DD strat is starting to show right off the bat is that they're spreading their team out, they're capping, they're going for multiple caps, they're going to contest it, not always win it, but sometimes just contesting it. Keep that pressure on, keep them thinking about multiple targets and such. So, of course, let's see exactly how this team spread goes, because, of course, right here, we've got a battleship over here. They're betting it on here. Actually, a Montana. I didn't realize that the Grosser Kurfürst got changed out at the last moment for a Monty. So let's see exactly how this goes. Look, your dead is going after, looks to be A right now, while B and C are definitely grabbed. Let's pop up to the top view to get around a little quicker. Now, we do have Edvin and Schiller right here back to back. This is a great little combo. A lot of firepower helping out a utility-based, really anti-DD ship. So, but can they handle a Stalingrad and a Montana right here? That's going to be a lot of firepower. Edvin's going to have to choose when to exactly go. Now, if we go over here, we got RC absolutely competing against Africans, and Matty Boy just kind of sitting out here while they have the Smolensk in the middle being a roamer. So when you have a roamer on your team, especially when you have a DD, they can be expertly stealthy and kind of move around. But with a Smolensk, you pocket that, especially against a triple DD strat. You can have a good bit of utility and firepower just kind of in the middle of it. Shriller is taking a lot of damage from all three of those and actually going to smoke up Edvin. I'm not sure if they've spotted Edvin yet. I wish we could actually see that in this match. But, of course, right here, Z-Solaris has been spotted and immediately focused, exactly why the Smolensk gathers a lot of attention. Now, over here, we've just basically got a slugfest right here. RC is definitely holding, but perfect dodge on RC on those torps. Great work from RC on that side. Right here, we've got just a standard slugfest going on here. Now, what they really need to do is right here, we've got Edvin and we got Schiller absolutely getting pushed on. So what this side needs to start doing is starting to push their advantage, press it. Right now, you only have a Smolensk that you can rip apart with these three guns and let your DDs run cross torps and cross area of denial torps to keep really Gig out of the situation and also put pressure on the Moskva and the Yamato. But I don't really see them doing it, and Edvin is, once again, Buffalo might have a lot of damage output, but it can't tank damage at all and such. So we're exactly going to see, and once again, this is probably showing where it's Edvin's guessing in the smoke, so we'll see exactly if they can do that. Schiller needs to just book it back to C and just kind of be a screen for his team, because Edvin's not going to last against a Monty, a Z52, and a Stalingrad, especially full broadside. So let's exactly see how this plays out right here on the other side, because of course the other side is just slugging it back and forth, though the battleships are starting to move forward on the other side, so we definitely can watch that. As you can tell, Edvin is dealing a lot of damage, but Ron Swanson, just the health and the capabilities with 1080, backed him up right there. Schiller is moving back over, and of course, area of denial. Send them out. Keep those slow. Death and RC are pulling back over here. So of course, while this side is moving up, they're not taking Cap, which of course is putting them in a downside of a 3-1 situation with Cap, and they're just trying to slug it out as much as possible with this team. And this side right here, Yoho, is absolutely just holding. And that's exactly what they should be doing. This team found the weaker side, and they are taking advantage of it. So they are pushing on it. So now, not only is this team trying to shoot here, but soon they're going to have to start shooting at this side as well. So we have this problem. Z-Solaris is pulling back. I actually feel like Z-Solaris should probably be pressing the advantage, but I'm not a all smarty smart here. So we'll see exactly how that works out. These teams are definitely very good players. Look, Your Dead is going after the last one. They did take D by pushing in, but they have now lost Koopa. So that is one Yamato down. That is a lot. They're down by nearly 180 points, if I'm calculating right in this last little bit. 170. Go with rough math here. Of course, Africans is getting taken some shots at from afar away. But of course, right here, Monty sitting over here just absolutely just plugging away at the Yamatos and the Stalingrads. Manny takes a massive hit by Matty Boy. It looks like nice work on that. This is definitely playing out where the triple DD setup is losing its strength because it does not have the damage output and it can't handle the correct push. Because, of course, they lost a Buffalo on the other side, and that Buffalo ran into a Stalingrad and a Montana, where Manic has gone down from that. Nice shots from there. We're going to see if maybe they can pull out an overwhelming victory out of Pegleg, because AU is in a defensive position. They are getting shot at by all sides. Right here, right now, personally, it's definitely, I think, Z-Solaris and Whirligig should just start cleaning house right here, along with Look You're Dead, but that is a little bit pushing it, so I'll agree. But as you can tell, Monty is showing its capability of 12 guns, absolutely just doing some nice damage, doing some consistent work there, while Ron is standing uncontested. A very powerful ship, but not very good against DDs, but Z-52s love to take damage from those 305s, I believe, 315s. So we will see exactly how this works. The Yamato has absolutely no support right here. Odin's is unfortunately at the behest of all of it. Schiller is going down via the Ron Swanson, just pushing up. He's got most of his health. He can absolutely take it on. The secondaries of the Stalingrad are definitely a dang good push, where Syndicate is having a tough time holding this right here. They have everyone on all of their sides. Yamato going down. Pig Bay, 1-1, right? If I'm remembering right.
Yep. It's 1-1. Key things that I would talk about for that one is that definitely a good push on that A side. Once they got that Buffalo down, the only thing I would change is look your dead's push. I would like to have seen him push into C when, instead of going towards that Buffalo, he took a lot of unnecessary damage. And at this level of play, like, you got to get some worth out of your ship's health. You know, you can't just sit health for Buffalo, but they ended up, cleaning house on that side anyways, and then ended up taking what cap is that? C. He did take a little more damage from the DDs down there, but other than that, it was perfect. The D crew ended up holding off AU. They played it well, man. That's all I can say about that one.
They bow tanked it and held it off 1-1. This is best of 3, so this will be the last match between Syndicate versus Pegleg Pirates. So this will be interesting to see. Haven has always been a contestable map. There's a lot of different ways you can play this match. Personally, I'm kind of waiting to see almost the tier 7 setup. I can't remember who exactly. I think it was L4 that absolutely chose this random setup on Haven and actually held the CD line and just basically did this really weird setup overall in terms of focus. But they ended up winning, so I'm waiting to see exactly how they set up. We are going back in the game. Thank you for your quick post-game commentary there, Pig Bay. Always appreciated. Let's go into this game. Last game, Syndicate versus Pegleg Pirates. Let's go.
Battle starts.
Also, if you have any time, check out chat and see what they're saying. Okay, of course, we got RC and the Buffalo. Edvin going in once again, going towards D. Now, A and D pretty much are given within these situations. You always want to grab them. They're very easy to get. Even your cruiser can get it. Manny in the Smolensk swapping out once again from, if I'm remembering right, going down south. Now, a lot of the teams on the southern perimeter have been sending down a massively large southern force. This team doesn't seem to be so. It seems to be going more towards CD, so we might actually be seeing a very older strat that I actually was just talking about, because I would like to see that, because there's a lot of good islands on the southern side that you can absolutely take advantage of and go forward. Grosser Kurfürst has been brought back in by 1080 along with Z Solaris, and we did see a pocket Smolensk and Grosser Kurfürst take D and absolutely be a wrecking force in there. So we shall exactly see. Right now the caps are 2-1, of course, within Yoho's side, or Pegleg Pirates. Sorry, I'll try to use their name better on here as we keep on going around. It looks like C is getting taken as well. So let's see exactly how this goes. We have realistically down over here, let's quickly pop up and such. We have a lot of utility. We got Moscow and a Stalingrad, a lot of firepower with a Z52 doing that against Manny, which is a Smolensk. That's a very, very bad situation for Manny to be in. But of course, they're shooting at Matty Boy, who's sitting in the middle, just kind of being a flex Yamato. Target who they want them to target, while over here we got Z Solaris and 1080 engaging RC along with Edvin, showing the 12 203s can start fires. They can do a lot of damage. They're not exactly great at it, but they can do it, while Look You're Dead and Shriller are definitely having a little bit of a gun battle right here. Odin's needs to get probably more into the battle from what I can tell, but of course we got Koopa down here adding in long-range fire and shutting down probably Ron Swanson, because this Stalingrad might be powerful, but it is not going to be able to handle Yamato's firepower. It can do a lot of damage, can't tank it all that well, but Matty Boy, of course, is backing up. So down here, we definitely have this southern fleet and a northern fleet going on. Schiller going down via Z Solaris. Nice job on that. So let's keep on seeing exactly how they unfortunately make up from that loss of 1 DD in the triple DD threat, because now the firepower advantage is completely on that side. So we will exactly see on Pegleg Pirates side. So of course right here, tankiness of 1080's Grosser Kurfürst is coming in where it's nice, and Z Solaris is right there showing off the absolute just wreaking havoc on Odin's. As we can tell, they're taking a lot of damage down here. As we can keep on going, Africans is making a move on the Smolensk, which Smoke is not a very good hiding position right here. Smolensk takes a massive hit right there. Stalingrad is absolutely just keep on focusing on the Yamato. And then, of course, Whirligig is helping out there. Africans definitely is going to take a lot of torpedoes from that close range, but Smolensk goes down 2-1 or 2-0 right now. Yoho is absolutely doing a great job. Pegleg Pirates is showing the strength of that firepower, that if you can catch people off well. Z-Solaris is smoking up 1080, but I have a feeling just because of the angles, I have a feeling he's probably still spotted. Look, your dad's running, and of course, looks like Syndicate is going to try to take back C, but of course, Pegleg Pirates has the advantage in terms of points, nearly over double if I can say it right. So Koopa's been taking a lot of damage, and Ron Swanson has been doing a great job preventing him from taking and giving a lot of damage from that. But right now, as you can tell, all of them are starting to move in. Even the Z52 is joining in. Matty Boy is absolutely trying to shut down Death over here. So that's great. Kind of an odd pick. I'm kind of hoping that Mosfet actually goes over and takes on the Z52, but probably has already used that one radar that they have by default. They could also have that light cruiser commander that could be helping out right there. Koopa looks to be going down, unfortunately, with this much health and this much firepower between a Moskva and a Stalingrad. Yamatos don't live long. Right there. Nice shot by Ron Swanson, absolutely taking him down right there. Great job using the Stalingrad's firepower. Look, your dad's going in, contesting C along with RC, but right now RC has the health advantage, so let's see if maybe Death can come back up and kind of make a move, because of course, if AU or Syndicate can actually kind of push back and finally kill this northern fleet using their combined firepower, right now, basically, Africans, Ron Swanson, Matty Boy are kind of in a position where they can't help as much. So, of course, you want to try to press your advantages where it is. Now, of course, right here, you can see RC. They're trying to hit Matty Boy at max range. Whirligig's going to spot those torps, so Matty Boy probably will take a few, but probably dodge them mostly. But that, of course, once again, area of denial torps keeps people thinking, keeps people going, and prevents them from firing their guns. Right now, though, Pegleg looking at right now literally a 3-kill up, and there's a few of them that are pretty close to being dead, so we'll see exactly how they press their advantage in this situation. Right now it's a slugfest, of course, with a Smolensk still in play. That's a very dangerous ship at this, and Z-Solaris is not a joke ship, so we'll exactly see. Edvin is a great counter to it, but of course he's got a Grosser Kurfürst absolutely targeting him as well, so he can't stay there. RC's going down right there, unfortunately missed that, but of course, man, we're seeing now the lines being drawn, and Odin's going down via the power of the strength. Now that the entire other flank has now pushed up, it's just showing that this is look like Pegleg Pirates is going forward. Pig Bay, I'll bring you in early. What are you thinking on this?
I mean, that was great play from the Pegleg Pirates. So they were able to catch 2 people unawares. All right, Z52 got wrecked very early in the match. That was one of their DDs. And then not only that, that Moskva ended up smacking the crap out of Smolensk, who thought Smoke was his friend. But not only that, the Z52, I forgot who exactly was it. They ended up taking C, but didn't fully take it. They left it kind of like with a blank
I didn't
slate.
see that.
Yeah, so basically it was 2-1 caps, and that's why, you know, the lead just kept building and building it, because it took so long for AU to actually go in and re-secure C. But there was like, I think there was 2 minutes left when they finally ended up taking it.
They ended up killing Z-Solaris and a Z52, so they were able to prevent the overwhelming victory on their side.
Yes.
And 1080 being Grosser Kurfürst got MVP, so great job on his part. But of course, it looks like Pegleg Pirates is going against Tilt Fortam in the losers bracket finale going forward.
This one, it's only a 3? I thought it was a 5.
This was 3. The next
3.
one's 5,
and
then the next one after that is 5.
Okay.
So that was a very interesting setup. I definitely have to say the Grosser Kurfürst kind of coming out of nowhere, but also the Buffalo coming out of nowhere. We were not really predicting I'd say either of those. So let's kind of go over to the full face and go over to our tier maker on this situation. Of course, we did a little of a pregame show kind of classifying what we would choose within a game and how we would pick our teams. We've been generally right, but of course we've been surprised, especially Hindi not really showing up. Grosser Kerfurst coming in, Puerto Rico coming in, but Buffalo.
Well, to be fair, we've seen GK maybe 3 times out of all these matches.
But also they have been decisive victory wins.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like it's definitely something you have to think about. That is that you have to play it when it makes sense. So at best it's situational, which isn't great, but at the same time it definitely does show its capabilities. So we shall see. Let's see exactly. An angel gets their wings every time a Smolensk sinks. Soulfire. Fuck yes. Yes.